Welcome, welcome everyone. Dr. Stephen Hobbs here from the Wealth Movement and the International Mentoring Community. I'm in a conversation with
David B. Savage of Savage Management.
And David and I have had many conversations over the years and from different kinds of perspectives. So we've talked about collaborative conversations in the workplace, collaborative conversations in mentoring, collaborative conversations in mega projects. But what I've always been wanting to do and record is to ask David this question. So what? What else? Now what? What does it bring to mind for you, David?
And what came up for me, Stephen, was thinking of any kind of teamwork, whether it's a sport or whether you're making rocket ships or, testing new virus vaccines, whatever it is, looking backwards in students in the future of innovation, economics, society, culture, looking back and saying, wow, they had all of this wisdom, all of these resources available to them, but they put all the control in a very few hands. It's astounding what waste of opportunity that we had in 2020. Now that's growing, but I think looking backwards, the actual multiplier effect, the exponential, the turbocharging comes from collaborative conversations and innovation, like bringing all the wisdom, bringing all the perspectives, and create our future.
So from the perspective of what else, what do you think is going to happen here? What else is going to take place, let's say in the next 2 to 3 years around collaborative conversation? What do you see?
We've never been at this point in history where we are so connected, we're so technologically advanced, so digitally connected that we can access all of the wisdom that we want. Whether it's your clients in Namibia, whether it's your clients in Bangladesh, whether it's your clients in San Luis Obispo, in a moment, we can all come together. And that's a real shift. The walls are breaking down. The big corporate entities are increasingly realizing they need to be agile, fluid, responsive, reactive, and creative. And that comes only through collaboration.
So then that would bring up the now what. So now what do we do? If we have that sense of that's coming and we're moving into it, now what do we have to do? And let's say from an individual point of view.
Well, I would say do exactly what you and I have been doing for years and building, and many others are doing, is building our international resource network, building the collaborative community globally. I know Susan, I know Egali, they have this expertise. I want them involved in this project, in this opportunity, in this vision making, so that global connection immediately, like literally within minutes, we can call in our network. So what we need to do better is, many of us have international networks. What we need to do better is like a call to service. Okay, what's one thing that you're going to call David Savage about? What's one thing that you're going to call Rashnish about? Whatever. So I think it's building, strengthening, and recognizing, celebrating our collaborative global networks.
And also learning more about what is collaborative conversations. And there is another video close to this one or a link in the show more notes that talks about the definition of collaborative conversations. There are 3 other videos that you can watch. One's about mega projects, another's about workplace, another one's about mentoring, where David and I have conversations about it as well. And David has quite a bit of resources from podcasts and videos and books, and so there will be links to all of his work that you can access. I have some books in my bookstore that you can get a hold of as well. But I think in a closing off of this piece, because this is more about me asking David questions here. David, what is a piece of insight? Wow, that is really important kind of insight that you need to pay attention to as you move forward into the world that is unfolding in front of you from a collaborative conversations point of view. What's that insight you'd like to share? And then if I may, I'm going to share one as well.
Yeah, well, in this moment, I think so many of our processes, our factories, our organizations are built on, okay, here's what we're good at, here's the machinery we have, so therefore we're just going to build these things. And I think the opportunity of collaborative conversations, thinking from the future backwards, we can actually envision and dream of what we want to create. And then we start layering in the resources that we need to get there.
Okay. And if I was to share one right now, it's actually a phrase that I often use, which is, when you listen, you learn. Where you share, you educate. And therefore, just like collaborative conversations, really understand what it means to listen and learn and share and educate. And when you can wrap your head, heart, and hands around that, it is so beautiful. Such a wonderful, what I would call an extraordinary experience, which is what I always get a chance to do with David. We always get to have some extraordinary experiences. So thank you very much, David.
Thank you, and let's make it so.
Thanks for watching the video. We have an ask of you. Make sure you click the subscribe button and click the bell beside subscribe so you can receive more notifications of the videos that we're loading up. And like the video, and especially if you could comment your insights. We would enjoy learning from you. Take care.